2018, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez told people that we were putting kids in cages and running concentration camps at the southern border. It started protests and riots, and a man tried to firebomb an ICE facility and was killed in the process of doing so. And of course, the media never treated her like Marjorie Taylor Greene, even though her rhetoric actually inspired someone to try to firebomb an ICE facility. Nope, can't hold the Democrats to the same standard. Well, the Biden administration is putting the kids back in cages. The Biden administration is opening an overflow facility for unaccompanied migrant children apprehended at the U.S.-Mexico border. The Health and Human Services Department will reopen a facility at Carrizo Springs, Texas, that can accommodate 700 children and be expanded if necessary. The reopening of the facility comes amid an increase in apprehensions of unaccompanied children on the southwest border, fueled in part by deteriorating conditions in Latin America and a perceived possible relaxation of enforcement and reduced capacity limits at other facilities due to COVID-19. Unaccompanied children who cross the border are taken into custody by the Department of Homeland Security and referred to HHS, though a Trump-era policy also makes them subject to expulsion. If placed in care, case managers work to place a child with a sponsor in the U.S., like a parent or relative. The facility in Carrizo Springs will be used for children who are medically cleared from COVID-19 quarantine and will not be used for those younger than 13. There are 4,730 in the Office of Refugee Resettlement. Now, wait just a minute. What about those younger than 13? And what about those in quarantine? So where do they go while they're in quarantine, huh? The missing piece to the story here. Notice they're not talking about kids in cages, but that's what's going on here. A vague reference to soft-sided structures. What are soft-sided structures? Are they putting a bounce house? They're putting bounce houses at the border, I guess. No, it looks like basically tents, framed buildings. I love the euphemism, soft-sided structures. They're putting up tents, but they're putting the kids in cages. Isn't it funny how we go to euphemism now with Joe Biden? They don't want to mention that the kids are going to be in cages. There's no mention of a concentration camp. But nothing's really changed. And also the absences. So this article from CNN acknowledges that kids have to be put in a quarantine when they get here to make sure that they are not COVID positive. Where do they put them in quarantine? And some of them got sick and got the virus. Where are they putting those kids? There sure is a lot of information missing from this report. There sure is a lot of dancing around the fact that they're putting kids in cages just like Donald Trump. It's funny how that works, is it not? It's funny how the standards change.